guys, this is Tina. Welcome back to my channel. So we're here for another one of our X-Piles videos, and we have been working with our 12 by 12 sheets, and I promised that I would come back and we'd have a look at what we could do with the glittery sheets, which obviously they're a little bit susceptible to cracking when you fold them. So what I thought we could do with this one is make some sort of pouch for putting like ephemera and things like that in, or maybe like if you were doing a kit or something like that. So all I'm going to do, obviously this has been coffee dyed, all I'm going to do is fold this up in the first instance like that. Now you can probably hear that already. It really is not happy being folded, you know, it really is kind of very yeah, prone to cracking. But I'm just going to go over that with my bone folder like that, and I've left the back slightly longer just really for interest, you know, no other reason really. And I'm just going to trim this down slightly here like that. Okay, like that. Now fold in your edges like this, you know, which we do quite often, don't we, to make a I don't know whether you would call this maybe like a gusset type fold. So if I just go down there, so I'm just going to take this down here like this for this end. I will keep that just in case. And I'm going to just do the same again here. Just folding in a line that we will use as our, you know, gusset piece again. So just like that, and again just sort of bone folder that in like that. Okay. Now obviously I had left that top bit slightly bigger, so what I probably want to do now is just snip these pieces off. So I'm going to do that just before I glue them together. So just take that down like that, and then just take the other one down like that. Oops. Okay, so I have glitter now kind of dropped all over from that, you know, where it's been cracking. Okay, so just like that. Now I'm going to just glue this with my hot glue because that's really nice and quick. And obviously again, this glittery kind of paper, it can be a bit resistant to being glued together. So the hot glue, you know, is just really handy because obviously you don't have to then clamp it shut or hold it shut or anything. It's just going to stay, you know, it's just going to glue together quite happily. Okay, so that's that side, and then we'll just do this side now. Okey-dokey. And then you've got this huge, great big pouch that, you know, you could store ephemera, you could kind of gift nice things to people, or, you know, use it however that you wanted. If you're worried at all about obviously kind of this section here or anything coming apart, just run it through the sewing machine or add some glue, or maybe stitch some fabric along there, kind of fold it over, so you've just reinforced that section. But I mean, hopefully it's, you know, it's going to be strong enough. So that's all, you know, all I'm going to do, and then just decorate it up. So shall we do another one? Because I've got a couple of these, you know, glittery papers. I don't know. Yeah, I might have to put this one away. I might put this one away because this is really lending itself more to scrapbooking, I think. So I'm going to put that one away. So I'm cheating a little bit. But we can make another one with this. I love this paper. Isn't this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful? Really, really love this pattern. So again, I'm just going to trim it down at the top like that. Get rid of that into the bin, and then exactly the same. And of course, you know, we don't measure or anything, so just going to sort of gauge it by eye where roughly I want the, you know, the height to be. So we just go across there and then go over it with the bone folder. Oops. Like that. Again, lots of glitter now all over the desk. So there we go. And then I'm just going to do exactly the same. So fold in. Sorry, I'm struggling to fit this in, obviously, to keep it in frame. Fold in my kind of edges to make that sort of gusset type piece. And again, just foam folder those down like that. And then again, just take it down to roughly where, you know, the size that you think it might like to be. So I'll just take it down here. I mean, you might like a great big long one. That would be quite useful, wouldn't it, for storing things, if that's what you're going to be using it for. So just fold this in like that. And again, just go down there. And then again, I'm just going to take my, what do you call these? The flaps. Take them down, just so they're, you know, not still there when I'm gluing. Okay. There we go. Right. I don't know why I've got two pairs of scissors literally right next to each other on my desk. I've no idea why or how that happened, but yep, move those out of the way now. So that's that piece, and now I'm just going to hot glue again straight down the side, and I sort of run like two lines of the hot glue. So I've got one like on the inside edge of that flap and one on the outside edge. Okay, hopefully not stuck that together to the thing. Yes, I have. Yep. Okay, that's fine. And then exactly the same, obviously, on the other side. Just run, you know, my two lines of glues, one on the inside edge, one on the outside, and then just press those together. Okie dokie. Right. Pinch them together, and that's it. So now we can decorate these up. So I'm going to grab a cup of tea, and then I'll be back and we'll just kind of decorate these two up a little bit. So I will see you in a moment. Right, I am back. I'm armed with my tea, and I also dug a couple of things out to decorate up our pouches. So we'll start with, I think, the green one, because I have a definite kind of plan with that one. So I'll just move the pink one out of the way. So this again is from that gorgeous Treasury of Verse Enid Blyton book, and I just thought, oh, these rabbits, how perfect are they on this this paper? And luckily, I'm not so keen on this picture. I mean, I love the toadstools and things. Love, love, love the leaves. Not so keen on the toad. He's yeah, he's okay, but the bunnies definitely, I think, are just so cute. So I'm just deciding how to have it. What I might do is just tear around this one and see about that, because we might be able to get them both then, you know, one on each side. So let's just see how that goes. It might, you know, it might work well, it might not. So we just tear this around. Yeah, I just thought these were so good on this this paper. I thought, oh, they'd just be perfect. So let me just tear this down slightly more because he's just slightly too tall. That's better. Okay, I'll just have a sip of my tea. Now I've got some green doily here. Might not be the right colour green. I have obviously got some other green doily, you know, in different shades that might look better, but... Oh, he might look okay, actually. Let me just tear a little section down. Oh, that's quite cute, isn't it? Because that's just picking up this sort of blue-green of the glittery section rather than, you know, the more green of the green section, if that makes sense. So, yeah, oh, that's really pretty. Okay, let's just go for this and glue that down. Okay. Oops. Just need to unclog my glue a bit. Okay. Yeah, as soon as I saw this paper, I thought, oh, kids book images. And then obviously doing, you know, this little series, I thought, oh, just make a little cute, maybe like an ephemera folder or, you know, something like that. So, and it just is perfect, isn't it, for it? So, yeah, really nice to be able to use it in that way. Right, now I've also got this lace, which again I thought, oh, brilliant colour, you know, to go with this. So actually let me just cut it all off of that header because I don't know how I want the lace yet. So before I sort of randomly cut it and then wish I hadn't. So I'm going to cut this into a sort of long strip. So again, this was, you know, more that I colour dyed, you know, with the food colouring. So we could have that like that. I want to put something over here. I'm not sure yet what. Let's have a look and see what I've got. Right, got this butterfly, which, oh, that might be quite cute on that rabbit's nose. And again, it's a really nice, vibrant sort of butterfly. So let's just do that. Okay. Yeah, I've still got the other stuff behind me, you know, waiting to be worked on and finished off. So, you know, that pile was quite an undertaking. You know, it didn't look like much to like the untrained eye, but I mean, us crafters know just how much work there would be to get through that sort of pile. So, yeah. Oh, look. Is that just like way too big to have on his nose? But it may be... Oh, that's quite cute on his back. I thought that was going to look really good on his nose, but yeah, really, really big. Right, I'm just seeing what else I've got laying around here. Oh, I thought that might look good for a contrast, but maybe not. Got some of my glue book pieces here. I'm just wondering, oh, thought maybe I had some of those big green pieces, but no, I have got some others. Got that one, which that's a good colour on this, isn't it? So let's just trim that down. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I love this colour. It's just like really gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, that's really nice. Yep, I love that. Okay, let's not dilly-dally. Let's get some of these bits glued on. Again, you know, I could have stuck this down as a pocket. But yeah, there's just then a danger. We're just going to be here like forever with me making yet more stuff to put in that pocket. So I thought it was probably best to just glue it down in its entirety, really, to spare you, you know, to just spare you the protracted process of me trying to find other things. So let's glue this rabbit down. Okay. Okay, put that down there. Oh, he just looks so good on that paper. I really love how he looks on there. Really good. Sorry, I just noticed a lump and I thought, oh, I think that's stuck on the back. Oh well. Oh well, never mind. Right, I'm going to have that lovely lace going across there. Got also these butterflies, so might have that one sort of there, like on his back. So sorry, you just get really thirsty when you're doing these videos, so yeah, just have to you know, quench your thirst a bit. Yeah, this green butterfly I think is quite good on there. Then I've obviously got the other part of that green lace, which we could have along the, you know, this top sort of flap. Oh, how pretty is that? I mean, obviously, you know, it's good if you like green. It's probably not quite so good if you're not that keen, but yeah, I love green. So, right, let me just finish my tea and then that's off the desk. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Sorry, I had to just lean down to put it down beside me. And, oh, yeah, it was further than I thought. Right, okay. Let's go for this now. So I'm just going to pop some lace across the bottom. Okay. Oops. Every time I touch this, I'm peeling it up, so must stop touching it. Just put a little bit of glue here because I don't think I quite got the end of it. Okay. And then a bit of lace up here. Like that. Whoa. Just glue the actual lace this time round, so as I know that I'm capturing the bits that need to be actually stuck down. Okay. Oh, I love how that looks. It's so pretty. And then, yep, I'm going to have another little butterfly, I think, on there. So I'll just ink this up a little bit. Okay. Just pop that down there. Oh, my hands are very gluey again. Don't know where my wipe is, so now I'm having to resort to using my kitchen towel, but just here. Okay, right. So that looks really nice. Now, I have got some yellow flowers here. They may or may not look good. They're obviously just, you know, those paper flowers, but let me just ink this up slightly. Oops. Oh, I don't think they're quite right. I thought they were going to look good, but yeah, definitely they're not quite right. I wonder if we should have a little flower. Oh, that's nice on there, isn't it? Yep, so I'm going to just have that flower sort of poking out behind the butterfly. So we'll just glue that one down. Lots of little bits to glue on here. I should be using my little skinny tip glue, shouldn't I? It's literally just on my shelf. I should have used that. Okay. Oh, that looks so pretty. Yeah, I really love how this looks. This is just, I know I say it with so many things. I say, oh, it's my type of thing. I think because I just love so many different colours and effects that actually lots of things are probably just up my street. But yeah, this is really, really super cute, isn't it? I love how this looks. Now, I do have some little turquoise butterflies that I had punched out with my Martha Stewart Martha Stewart butterfly punch. Just literally the other day, and you know, they were just sat here. Can I now find them? Of course I can't. Oh, come on. Nope. Nope, I'm not going to be able to find those. What's this? Thinking maybe a couple of buttons here in the corner. I don't know what these are. This is, yeah, I have no idea what that is. I think it was sequins of some sort. Hold on. Oh, rummage through my stuff. Because I thought, oh, one of those turquoise, you know, tiny Martha Stewart butterfly, that might look cute just sat on his nose. I love it when you have those, you know, like when animals have the things on their nose like that. It just looks really cute, doesn't it? No, definitely not that. Right, let me see what buttons I've got in here. Because I do try and keep sort of some buttons here in my little tin beside me. But I only have a little amount, and then obviously I have, you know, my other buttons. Well, I have 3 different places for buttons, but yeah, I've got some more beside me, so all is not lost if there's none there. Not sure about that one, although part of me quite likes it because it's like the same colour as that glittery line. The other part, I'm not so sure. So, oops, let me just reach behind me. I've got my my jar. These are my non-vintage buttons, which I just thought actually, because this is quite a colourful piece, it might be better with the, you know, the non-vintage buttons because they're nice and colourful. Oh, that's quite cute. Hold on, we might have a little winner. I thought that green one was going to look really good, but maybe not. Oh, maybe everything looks a bit strange. I don't know. I don't know now. This, I've had these wooden buttons for a really long time and I just can never seem to use them. You know, like every time I try and put them on something, they don't look that good. And when I bought them, I was so excited and I thought, oh, I'm going to use these all the time. But I don't know about you guys, but sometimes that's how it goes. You know, like the things that I think are going to be most useful often prove to be the least useful, you know, and vice versa. The things that I kind of, when I buy them, I'm doubting and think, oh, I'm going to struggle to use that. Often they're the things that I then use time and time again. Right, I've got my vintage buttons here. So let's pull these in. I have got another tub of vintage buttons as well, but this is that lovely sack that Laura gifted me. And I just keep like a whole bunch just here beside the desk so that I can just pull in a few. So let's just see. Got that one which is quite dark green, but you know, not bad. They've got that giant button, which is fun. Got this one, which has still got some thread in it. You see these, I thought this would look really great, but yeah, it doesn't really, does it? Oh, perhaps those two. I do again, I like that big one, but it's just not working for me. Maybe I'll just have one. Let's just have one. Okay, right. So let's just go for that one. Again, I'm just going to hot glue this down. It's just nice and fast. And then it's, you know, I know it's on there then. I think that's probably all that needs for that side. Really, really love how that looks. Okay, so I'm not going to decorate the other side with you guys because it would just be sort of more of the same, because I'm hoping that I will use maybe the other bunny somewhere on the other side, or maybe even those leaves. So I will do that in slow time to, you know, so you're not bored watching the same kind of thing. But what we'll do now is just decorate up the pink one. Now, I don't have a concrete plan with this one. I did with the other one. So I've bought in a couple of different things that I'm debating over. So I've got here's some Edith Holden page, which I thought, ooh, would that look quite nice on here? Or I've got this gorgeous image here. So I'm debating between the two. I think what I would do is cut this out. And that will hopefully then, you know, once I've cut it out and inked it up, I will get a better feel for which image would look, or, you know, which theme would be better on here, the Edith Holden or these kind of building-y type images. So, I mean, I do love that. Let me just ink this up a bit. I need to clean my desk after today's video. Yeah, excuse my desk. I've been literally videoing kind of back to back to get this series done. So, yeah, not really wiping it off between videos at all. Right, let me just pull in a bit of book page, which would obviously tone down that pink, you know, against it. Well, I mean, I say it would tone it down. I don't know whether it would. I'm just hoping, kind of thinking it would. Yeah, I mean, that looks quite nice then. So let me just tear this round. Like that. And just across here. Okay. So like we could have it there like that, and then I mean, I've got a whole bunch of flowers here. So I've got loads from my fussy cuts, from my glue book favourites, which I thought would look really nice with this. Or, of course, we could go with the Edith Holden. So let's just do the same sort of thing here. I'm just going to sort of fussy tear this image. Well, to the best I can anyway. It's quite fussy. Quite fussy, but okay. There we go. Yeah, a lot of fussy tearing going on here. So that's kind of more that one. Well, I quite like them both. I mean, I wonder how they'd look together. Is that just like really, really, really weird? Maybe that's a bit weird. So let me just keep this to one side. I have got these flowers. They're obviously ginormous compared to the piece. Oh, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of looking more pink, and this is sort of toning it down slightly. But obviously these flowers then bring this in again. So my daughter's up here at the moment. Shall I ask her? Come here, sweetheart. I need your opinion. Which do you like best, darling? Do you like this picture with this pink paper? Or do you like this picture with the pink paper? I knew you were going to say that. As soon as you looked, I thought she's going to say this one. Okay, that's great. Thank you very much. As soon as she walked over, I thought, I know exactly the picture she will choose. So, yeah, we'll go for that one then. Right. Okay. Thank you very much for helping with your opinion. That was very helpful. Okay, so I'm just going to have this bit of book page here, I think, in the first place. So, again, let's just get cracking on straight away, gluing some bits down. What made you choose the bird, then?
Because I do like little baby birds.
I know you do like little baby birds. They are cute, aren't they? And did you also like the pink, you know, in the flowers? Instead of that building. Yeah? Okay, right, so we've got that one. I'm going to just ink this up separately first. Okay. It's very hot today, isn't it, sweetheart? So we're just going to ink this up a little bit. Did you want to get your craft box out and do a bit of crafting? You don't have to. Why? What have you done with it? Oh, she's now emptied it all out into her kitchen, so it's now just mixed in with her kitchen stuff. Why did you mix it all out? Okay, right, so we've got this one. Now, just thinking what else to use. I have got a little bit more of that vellum, weirdly enough. You know, that we made some bits out of. I wonder whether some vellum might be good behind there. Just really, because then we get that lovely rustly noise, don't we? Oh no, that looks horrible. Yep, definitely not that. Okay, got this. Okay, so these are a couple of just envelopes from my Victorian Florals note cards, but just wondered whether that might look quite good. On there. Yeah, I quite like that actually. Although it is strange because it doesn't really go, there's something about it that looks quite nice. So we'll just ink that up. Oops. Oh, thank you, darling. What are you going to make? Food with your kitchen, do you mean? Do you mean food with your kitchen? Ah, doing a secret. I'm sure it will be nice. I'm sure it will be. She's got one of her new dresses on today. You know, during the lockdown. Had to buy her some emergency clothes because she'd grown out of literally everything. So she's got one of her new dresses that we'd ordered online, you know, in the emergency of her having no clothes to wear. And this is the first time she's worn it, and it's really pretty. It's blue and white. It's got tiny little flowers on. But we recently watched Wizard of Oz, which she'd watched it before, but, you know, obviously as she's getting older, she really kind of loves it. And yeah, you like that dress, don't you? Because it makes you feel like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Oh, okay. Let's face it, who wouldn't want to look like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz? Right, I'm going to put this piece of paper down here. Okay. Yeah, so I really must crack on and actually work on some of those other bits, because otherwise when we come to the end of this, I'm not going to be able to show you the finished pieces because I won't have actually finished them. So yes, I need to crack on and get them finished. And obviously now there's quite a lot of bits to finish. Oh well. It's all good, isn't it? Because I mean, it's not a horrible chore. It's not like having to, you know, clean the kitchen sink or anything like that. But yeah, just I do need to be a bit mindful, because otherwise I'm not going to really have finished pieces to show you guys. So right, so I'm going to have that like that. Let's just pop this one down. Okay, sweetheart. Okay. Right. Because as I'm filming this, we're just going to be like in the transition. We're just about to go into the transition of schools reopening and things like that. So yeah, I'm really trying to get ahead, because obviously, of course, we don't know quite, you know, what's going to happen or anything. So yeah, filming ahead. And so this isn't going to go up for a few weeks actually. But yeah, she's about to go back to school next week, but the schools are at the moment only going to be open for like 2 days a week. Well, I don't know whether that's all schools, but yeah, I think different schools are possibly doing different things. But you know, so they can keep the numbers right down. So but she's going to be going 2 days a week, and yeah, she's really looking forward to it, aren't you, sweetie? Yeah. Kind of nervous. So she's kind of nervous because, you know, like the social distancing, it's hard to remember to do that, isn't it? And so she's a little bit nervous about that, but she can't wait to go back, you know, to see her friends and all of that stuff. But yeah, she's a little bit nervous about the remembering constantly to social distance, because I mean, that's hard, isn't it, to be aware of that, especially when you're then having fun, you know, with your friends and things. It's hard to make a note. You must be keeping apart and keeping your distance. So she's a little bit worried, but I'm sure she's going to do great. So, because we've talked about it a lot, and you know how important that it is to social distance. So I'm sure she's going to be doing great. Yeah, so yeah, you will do great with the social distancing, won't you? You will be good at doing it, because we've talked about it, and you know, it's all good. Right, I've just got these, so I'm just going to cut these in. Again, these are hopefully some new printables that will be in my shop. At this point, I'm still in the process of working on them, you know, and trying to get them as I want them. So what you see here is probably not going to be the actual finished ones. And, you know, I'm hoping they'll be finished and be in my shop by this video going up. But again, it just depends really, you know, how much time that we end up getting. Because, of course, sometimes things have a habit of other things cropping up. Okay, that's really nice on there. I love that. Yeah. So, oops, And obviously I've been printing other things on the back, so excuse the back of there. Oh, I can't help but think that paper would have looked really good against this as well. Okay. Let's just pop that down. Okie dokie. Right, and now we have to add some lace because we've not put any lace on here so far. My gosh, what is going on? So let's just again ink this up a bit. Oh, again, I haven't got a clue how long this video has been going on for because where I've stopped it a couple of times. So I do apologise if this is now another really, really, really long video. So, right, not that lace. Let me just have a quick look through my little lace drawer behind me. That's all nice and organised now. And see what I've got. I've got some pink lace. That might be like an overdose of pink, or it might look good. So let's just bring it in. And then I've got a couple of ivory laces. So, right, this I think is going to look like, wow, I have like smothered myself in pink from head to toe. Well, although I quite like it. Quite like being smothered in pink head to toe there. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, that's right. She's just playing with her sellotape that she loves playing with, and it's a red one. Yes, super strong tape, isn't it? No, well that's good because you don't want to damage your teeth, do you? No. Right, let's have a look here. I'm kind of thinking this gathered one is going to look really quite nice. It might not. Let me check I've got it the right way up. Oops, I think that way. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Right. Now, the only thing is, obviously like that, it's covering up that whole bird's head, which, you know, that's not really great, is it? So how about if we have it just halfway? I do probably want to have something else here. That's that yellowy lace, which actually I didn't think that would go at all, but weirdly it does. It does quite go. Oh, no, not that. Right. Okay, so this is here because I've been using this loads in that journal, so, you know, that we've made from this series as well. Now I've lost again which way up it needs to go. Oh my gosh. Right, I think that's the right way. Okay, let's have it like that. So I'm just going to pop this down here. Just there, like that. Minding out of that bird's way a bit. And then this one, just going to, again, just hot glue this down because that gathered lace, you know, again, sometimes can be a bit tricky to stick it down, so it's quite handy to just use the hot glue for that. Oh, I have covered that bird's face, look. After all of that, I've covered his face completely. Oh, honestly. Right, let me just trim that lace down here. There we go. That's better. Oh my gosh. After all of that, I've gone straight over his face. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Right. Okay, so that looks quite pretty, doesn't it? And yeah, I mean, I will add some other things on here. I haven't quite decided yet what, but I probably best do that in slow time because I'm pretty sure that I have been going on this video for a long time. So I hope that you like the video. I hope it's given you some ideas of how to do, how to use some of your 12 by 12s, and yeah, have fun if you decide to do some. I mean, obviously this could be like a lovely ephemera folder. It could get lots of bits and bobs in here. Or, of course, you know, you could use this for, like, for Happy Mail or, you know, anything that you liked, really. So, yeah, I hope that you've liked the video and found it handy, and hope you'll join me again soon. Thanks, then. Bye.